Okay. It's time for Random Rush. You know what that means. I listen to Rush Limbaugh randomly for 60 seconds, and I respond in 90. It is 16 past 1 p.m. East Coast time.
I mean, somebody, I'd be willing to see it. If somebody point out to me where the brakes are being applied here. I don't see any place. So why should the court? That's not this court's job. This court has made it plain that it's going to survey public opinion and get right in line with it, or what they think is public opinion. Here, let me give you just a little sample from the New York Times story on Justice Kennedy this past weekend. Now, as the Supreme Court prepares to rule on whether to grant a constitutional right same-sex marriage, Justice Kennedy, a one-time altar boy, has emerged as an unlikely gay rights icon. At 78, he has advanced legal equality for gays more than any other American jurist, making his friend Mr. Shaber, the dean of McGeorge Law, who has since passed away, look prescient, meaning Shaber is largely credited for convincing the Reagan administration to pick Tony Kennedy.
All right, so there you have it. Rush Limbaugh not talking, I imagine he's been talking about King v. Burwell today, but he's complaining that the Supreme Court has been unduly influenced by the fact that Americans, at least the vast majority of Americans, no longer discriminate against gay people. And as such, the Supreme Court is simply looking to the lack of bigotry amongst the American public and saying that gay people, lesbian people, bisexual people should have the same right to marry as straight people. And of course, this is, it's not what the Supreme Court should do. The Supreme Court should uphold bigotry whenever it finds it, according to Rush Limbaugh. It's America. And Limbaugh is very upset that he anticipates the Supreme Court is going to rule that marriage equality is now law of the land. And I think he's correct that it's going to happen. But his own personal sensibilities, this thrice or four times married man who brought all that Viagra to the Dominican Republic, his sensibilities and morality is offended because two guys or two women who love each other can get married now. Well, the American Supreme Court's just not what it was when it, upheld things like slavery.